I was scanning the internet minding my business the other day for content, and I came across this video with Dr. Boyce Watkins doing a video with this beautiful young lady, Miss Black Hollywood. And they were talking about Cat Williams, and Dr. Boyce Watkins came for Cat Williams, basically trying to hold Cat Williams accountable. And he was speaking about Dave Chappelle and his love for Dave Chappelle, and he was happy that Dave Chappelle was actually calling out Cat Williams. But the problem that I have with Dr. Boyce Watkins is, he always likes to talk about the white man and the way we're done in business, and how our communities is taken advantage of by other groups. And I understand that. I get that because I'll talk about that. But Dr. Boyce Watkins rarely talks about the accountability of these black charlatans that he has a history of actually supporting. These guys like the Jay Morrisons and all these guys that he's endorsed himself, even the Asian guy that he's endorsed. Like, he has a track record of endorsing black people that's done nothing but damage to the black community. But he's supposed to have a PhD in financing. So a lot of things that he say I don't really take serious. But let's listen to some of the interview he did with this woman when he's talking about Dave Chappelle and the Cat Williams situation, and we'll come right back.
Katt knows how to be Katt, but
Yeah.
still though. So Dave Chappelle basically was the only prominent comedian I saw, or better yet, the most prominent comedian. How about that? Not the only one who really took issue with what Katt said. And I listen to Dave because I respect him. I think he's a smart man. And I remember, and the point that Dave was kind of making is he said, you didn't say none of that stuff about any of the white boys. The white boys get all the big opportunities. The white boys block us out of a lot of stuff. And you ain't say nothing about them, but you got a whole lot to say about a whole lot of other black people. And he said the N word, but we're not going to do that here.
No.
But so Dave pretty much said that Katt seemed to really be targeting other black people and not really taking accountability. What do you think about that?
First of all, Dave Chappelle said from the beginning, literally, that he was targeting people that had targeted him, that didn't treat him fairly. So to me, it was like Cat Williams was like the kid that was bullied in high school and then came back with a gun and went and like sprayed everybody up. Like it's like, yeah, that's the energy. But Kevin Hart also said that he was on the Breakfast Club. Like, you can't like, and he specifically said, like, Steve Harvey did this to me, they did that to me, they made this for me. Like, it wasn't a racial conversation to me. It wasn't even about it didn't have anything to do with that, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to understand, and I get it. But I'm one of those person that believes that whenever you see black people fighting, there's a white person or there's some white system pulling the strings. Like when dogs are fighting in a dog fighting cage, the owners of the dogs are not in the cage, right? But the owners are controlling the cage. They're manipulating the conditions inside the cage. Right?
Sure.
They say, okay, we need to make sure that there's not enough food, so they'll fight over the food. Or we need to put the big mean dog next to the other mean dog so we can let them fight. Like, I feel like they've always done this because you go back in history, they used to breed black people. They used to breed the slaves and bring us together or tear us apart, whichever one suited their purpose. So I really see Dave's point in the sense that if you're talking about what was going on here, what I really saw was crabs in a barrel. That's what I saw. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe everybody thinks that I am, being a hater on this, but I don't care. Call me hater of the year. Just go ahead and give me that award. Remember Dave Chappelle's award, player hater of the year.
Hey.
Butt nasty, your breast stinks, and your mama got 18 toes. Remember that player hater of the year.
And again, to me, Dr. Boyce Watkins was clearly trying to go viral here. He was trying to get himself into the argument of Dave Chappelle and the Cat Williams. And he was signing with Dave Chappelle where a lot of people has disagreed with Dave Chappelle. And he was saying, he was making it a racial thing where he was saying Cat Williams, he agreed with Dave. Cat Williams is only calling out the black entertainer and how hard it is for the black entertainer. And he's exposing these black comedians where they don't get the same opportunities as these white comedians. But the girl that was on there said she disagreed. He was calling those people out because he felt like they did him wrong at a certain period of time when he was coming up, and now he's the one with the gun. He has the big gun, and he's coming in, and he's basically opening fire on these people that was that came against him when he was, in his upswing, coming up to who he became. So he's just basically returning fire on them now because they stole a lot of his jokes. They cut his time. They was doing a lot of, egregious things to him at times, or was backbiting him. So she was saying she basically sided with Katt Williams, and I don't think that he thought that she would take that stance. But the question I would have to ask Boyce Watkins, you beef with Michi X, you beef with so many black women on social media where your name is mud when it comes to doing business with black women. And your endorsements for people that scam the community. So, like I said, it's so many black women that took umbrage with you saying that you do bad business. But let's check out one of the people that you actually endorse that does nothing for the black community. We'll come right back.
For a minute, because I'm getting elevated, as my wife would say. She's a therapist. And I'm gonna just tell you like this. You could take down Jay Morrison and the Tulsa Fund all day tomorrow, but you will not have done any good for the black community. Literally. Because you're going after the people that are making $1 million, and you're not going after the ones who made $1 billion. That's your problem. You will gang bang on each other all day long. You like the Crips and Bloods. You shoot up somebody on their grandma's house because he came on your block, but you ain't got the guts to take on the white man. You ain't got the guts to take on the LAPD that's been terrorizing you for decades. You ain't got the guts to take on the Klan. Not one gangbanger I know of has ever shot somebody who was part of a white supremacist organization. So what I'm saying to you is that in business, you have the same problem. You have the same problem. You have the exact same problem. You have people that will say, "Look at that over there. Yeah, he making money. He's rich. He's swaggy. I don't like that old swaggy nigga. I'm gonna go take him down." And then somehow you think you did something good for the world. You haven't done anything good for the world. Maybe you did something good for your ego. Maybe you did something good, because you created drama. Maybe you did something good for your YouTube channel because now you're getting lots of views and making lots of money. And I get it. It's a struggle out here, right? Whatever. But did you do anything good for the community? I don't know. I don't know if you have. I think we have bigger fish to fry. That's my point. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I told y'all, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't know if any mistakes were made. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Tulsa Fund is the best investment I ever made. I don't know. No, I mean, in terms of ROI and money in my pocket, no, it's not. I have other assets I've invested in that have doubled or tripled in value for sure. But the reason I love the Tulsa Fund, the reason that I'm very happy that my money was put into that fund is mainly because I love the Legacy Center. I love the Legacy Center.
See, this guy goes into what I've been saying about a lot of our elite class. They lack accountability to the community, to each other. How can you start the business school when there's not checks and balances and accountability within our community? Like who's calling out these charlatans? Who's holding accountable these people that take money from the community, but they don't show and prove, they don't show up. We have so many affluent black people, but we watch our communities be gentrified out. Where are the black business people at? Where are the black politicians that's getting in front of gentrifying our own communities? That's creating business, has business acumen that can hire our own people. Where's the checks and balances? So now you get mad because you want us to go after the white man. But before we go after the white man, we should be going after each other and holding each other accountable. That's something that you don't want to do. The reason why you don't want us to be held accountable because you have knowledge of economics and you can also just tell black people anything you want to tell them and then get over while the rest of the people live in squalor or don't understand how to move money around. So we have plenty of people like you, Dr. Boyce Watkins, but the people that think like you or have the credentials like you, they're not going to come together 4, 5, 10 at a time and create projects to redevelop Philadelphia, Baltimore, Memphis, these black cities, because you guys exist, but you guys are not accountable to your own people, or you accountable to the community. You love to call out the white man, but you won't take your expertise with other brothers and sisters that think like you and create development projects that we can see working and fruition, where young people can now want to emulate and follow, where we can start to reverse these issues that we have within our communities. So no, Dr. Boyce Watkins and people like him are frauds, big time frauds. And we're never going to advance anywhere with people that's like them, because you have the expertise and the know-how, but all you want to talk about is the goddamn white man. But I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Hit that like button. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.